All right, so welcome everybody. Yvonne and I are both here. There's our information if you need to reach out to us after today. If you need more help, please don't hesitate. We'll get back to you. We're going to break up into 2 different rooms now and go through the process. So everybody make sure you're logged in and let's do it. So some of you are staying right here in the main room with me, and the others are, you should have the pop-up on your screen that tells you to go to room 1, I believe. All right.
Yep, we're all moved. We're ready.
Okay, here we go, ladies. So obviously we're past this part. You logged in. So we're going to start with creating a custom group. What that means is you're creating a class. At this point, we call it a custom group because it's going to pull up all the students in a grade level, and you're going to have to choose yours when we get to that point. That may change down the road, but right now, that's the way we're going to be doing it. If you are here as an administrator, obviously you won't have your own class. So when we pull up a grade level, if you want to pick just 1 or 2 students and make yourself a custom group, then I can show you how to go in at the end and just delete that custom group. Don't let me forget to do that. That way you can go through all the steps with us as if you did have a separate class. If you are here as a teacher, then you're actually going to find your students and create your own class that you will be using. Okay, get to the right spot here. All right, so you logged in. You should be logged into EdPlan, and your screen should look somewhat like this. If it does not, let me know right now. Let's don't get started going down the wrong pathway. So if your screen looks similar to this, give me a thumbs up on camera so I can see. Yay, yay, yay. What was that, Melissa?
Still not in, but I'm
Oh
following.
no, bless your heart. Okay. Okay, you're going to get the video. Tyler's going to send this video and the slides, so don't worry about it. Just coast through, watch, it'll be fine. And we can always jump back on another call with you if we need to and help you, so that's fine. Okay, looks like we're good to go. So your screen looks somewhat like this. The very top of your screen, you'll see a dark blue band, and you should see a Tools tab. You might see, if you click on the caret by Tools, then a lighter blue ribbon should open up or should show, and you hopefully will see OK MTSS. If it is not under Tools, click the caret by Admin. Depending on how your district is set up, we've noticed that a couple of times there's different ways to get in. So as long as you click either Tools or Admin and then locate OK MTSS and click on that. Okay, now your screen should look very similar to this. Your school name this is your main screen right here. This is what should be showing. It'll show your district name right here and probably your schools that are registered in the system, in the EdPlan system. Trying to get a view where I can see everyone on here. Bear with me just a sec. I can pull you guys out. Okay. Step 3. So on the left side of this screen, this dashboard screen, you're going to see search. You want to click on search, and then another little box will open up just right under it that says advanced. So you click search and then you click advanced. After you click advanced, your screen should look somewhat like this on just the left side. This is the top of the, whoops, I'm sorry. This is the top part, this is the bottom part. So we're going to select the filters that you need to create your custom group. So first you're going to click on grade level and then find whatever grade level is applicable to you and click that box right by it. And then if you scroll all the way down the page, and it feels like you're there, but you're not, go all the way to the bottom and you'll see schools, and then click the caret by schools or to the right, and you should be able to find your specific school for your district. Once you find that, click on update list. So you've filtered the list two ways. You've chosen your grade level and then your specific site. After you click update list, you should see something like this. So there'll be a list of students displayed on the screen that met the criteria that you set forth in the filters. So let's pause here just a minute. Give me a thumbs up if you're good to go and you are with me at this point and you see a screen similar to this. All right, Kyla, I'll come back to you. Hang on. All right, Kelly, you're good? Look, sorry, I got to change screens. I'm not seeing a lot of thumbs up. Okay, Kyla, what are you seeing? Where are you at?
Okay, I don't have tools. I have admin. So I clicked
Okay.
admin and then I saw what you were talking about where it says district info, district calendar, and schools. And then I
No.
stuck there.
You go. So it's admin and then in the light blue ribbon, OK MTSS.
I am not seeing that. Is that
Can you
in
get back? Can you
What-
click on oh, I'm gonna lose my earpiece. Holy cow. In the upper left hand of your screen, can you click on where it has your district name, like the home? See if it'll take you back to the home screen. Hopefully it won't log you out.
I mean, I can go back to like my dashboard.
Okay. When you do that, what are you seeing?
I see I have 4 students, which is not correct. Reports, messages, calendars, my dashboard.
Okay, what do you have the dark blue ribbon at the top that has
I do
tools and
have that.
admin?
Okay.
Okay, so
I do see, okay. I am seeing it in the dark blue where it says OKMTSS. Is
so
that what
yours is in the dark blue instead of a light blue, the lighter
yes.
blue?
Yeah.
That's fine. That
Okay.
we've found some minor differences. The important
Okay.
thing is that you find that OKMTSS tab. Click
Okay.
on OKMTSS.
Okay.
So
Got
click
that.
on that, and
Uh-huh.
then you should be able to click on search on the left side,
Okay.
and then
Yes.
advanced search.
Okay.
Now you should be to your filters to create your grade. So pick your grade level that you want to use, and then scroll all the way to the bottom and find Coyle Elementary School or Early Childhood, however it's listed.
Okay.
And when you get both of those things, then you click Update List.
Okay. So I just clicked grade level, the correct grade level, and then I go
Okay.
down and click search or update list.
No, all the way to the bottom and click on schools. It's the very last thing
Okay.
before
Sorry.
update.
Thank you.
No. Do not, ladies, none of you do not apologize for anything. This is so new for everyone. This is a process. That is what we're here for. So
Okay.
did you find the school?
I found the school. Yes.
Okay, now click update list.
Okay. I am seeing.
Now you should see a list of the students in that grade level that you indicated.
Yes.
Okay, you're good.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Okay, who else? Is there anybody else that needs some help to get to that point? Or are we good to go? Speak now or forever hold your peace. Okay, you're okay, Melissa. Hang in there, girl. Okay, here we go. So we've got these kiddos here. Now we're going to have to create and select the certain kiddos that you want in this custom group. So right to the left of each student's name, you see the little box. If you are a teacher, you need to find your students on that list and click by each of their names to indicate that you want to pull them and make a custom group with them. If you are here as admin, just pick the first couple, just click those and don't click anymore. You can still do everything you need to do with just a couple of kiddos in there because you're not going to keep this custom group. Don't do anything else except click and find all your kids' names that you want to put in your custom group. When you've got that done, give me a thumbs up when your kiddos are clicked, but nothing else.
I have no select box.
You do not have the little boxes to the left of the names.
Mm,
That's a new one. That's a new one, Stacy. Is that what you're telling me? You don't have the ability to click little boxes by their names?
That's correct.
Hey, we're gonna go. Let's go back for you. Everybody hang tight. Stacy, if you will, you should still be able to see your blue bar at the top like this, the very top. What did you have to click on to get to OKMTSS? Was it tools or admin? Whatever you did, go back there. Okay, click on tools, click. We're just going to start over. We're going to go back and catch you back up and see if something changes. And if not, Sheila will have to address that. So tools, OKMTSS.
We're going to go to curriculums. Oops. Update list.
Search and then advanced. You good?
Still no box to click.
Okay, did you go?
Mine
you went back
starts
through
with
all-
school.
Okay, so you did tools and you did OKMTSS, then did you do search
Yes.
and then advanced search?
First grade.
And then you click, okay, so you're clicking first grade and then go all the way to the bottom and find your school. It's the
Okay,
very
we're-
last area, okay? And then click update list.
Yep.
Now has it.
Yay! Something actually worked. Woohoo! Jatina, you're good? Okay. All right. Okay, let's move on. Slowly but surely. Okay. We found those kiddos that we wanted. Click, I'll give Stacy just a minute. Stacy, click whoever you need to create your group. Okay, once you have everybody clicked that you want in your custom group, go over to the right side of the screen. There is the word actions with a caret by it. If you click on the little caret, the box will open up and you'll see create group. On the drop down, you want to click create group. Once you click create group, stop it. Stop when it pops up the next thing. And this is what you should see. It's a box asking you to name your group, but everybody hang on there so we make sure everybody gets to that spot. Okay, I'm gonna, unless you tell me right now, I'm gonna assume that everybody was able to get to a screen that looks similar to this for step 8, that the box opened up and it's asking you to name your group. So this is indeed where you will name your group. What we suggest is that you use your last name, your grade level, and then the school year. So type that in. After you type in the name of your group, click next. And then stop when this new box pops up. Let everybody make sure we're getting there. So you've created your group. You've named it. And now we're going to,
What to next is what you're gonna ask her.
But after we selected our students, we don't have the
Yes.
option to make the group. Like we hit the action arrow and it says like create spreadsheet report, filter, export, but there's no create group.
there's no create group. Okay. And you
It's the
guys are
exact same she
Kingfisher.
has.
Yeah, it looks exactly like yours, just there's
Just
no
no create group.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Look, we're going to take the easy way out first and do what we did with somebody else. We're going to back you guys up
Okay,
and go back and see if we can do it again. Everybody else, just hang tight, bear with us, watch the steps. So you need to get back to your main page, like when we first logged in.
okay,
Tell me when you're there.
okay, we're there.
Okay, we're just going to go back through the steps. So
Okay.
find your OKMTSS tab, however you did that.
Okay,
Either click on OKMTSS,
okay,
then click search on the left-hand side,
okay,
then advanced.
okay. Just do one, just do kinder.
Now you should be able to click your grade level and then scroll to the
Okay.
bottom and pick your school. As frustrated as everybody feels when we have to do this, because I know you do, and that's why you all go, I'm so sorry. But remember, every time we do this, we're reviewing all these steps and everybody's watching. So it's just helping solidify that for everybody. So that's why I said, don't apologize. All right, you found your grade level, your school, clicked update list.
Yes,
You're back here, click whatever students you want to add in the group.
okay. Still,
Now go over to actions. Still nothing?
no,
Okay, let me,
For create group.
just all but that create group is there.
okay, everybody bear with me. I'm going to go in. Well, Sheila, can you hear, is Sheila in my room right now, Tyler?
Yes, she is.
Sheila, can you hear me? Okay. Leslie, Haley, I
Mhm.
think you're probably just gonna have to watch. I don't think
Okay.
I don't think I have the ability to fix that, but I am making a note.
Okay, that's fine.
Um, So follow along. I'm so sorry.
That's all right.
I just made a note and we'll get that taken care of for you guys. And if Sheila can
Thank
hear
you
me,
so
she might
much.
be able to do it while we're on here. If we get through this, I can go in and try to impersonate one of you and see what it does for me. But let's go
Okay.
ahead and get through, and then I'll try to do that at the end for you.
Okay, thank you.
Help me remember. That's
Rory,
2 things y'all have to remind me of.
It was a good
Okay.
what were we supposed to name our group?
Last name, your last name, and then the grade level that it is, and then the school year, 25-26. That's what we're recommending. That's just an easy way to find out all the information you need at a glance.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, you bet. Okay, so we created a group. You named your group, hopefully. If you got that far, I think everybody else was okay. Put your group name in, and now you should have a screen that looks like this. So again, we picked the students, we created a group, we named the group. Now we're going to pick who the boss of that group is, basically is what we're doing. So we recommend, and we're going to call it a manager instead of a teacher. I don't know why it's that way, but we are recommending that every group have at least 2 managers. If you'll notice on your screen, the top row says possible managers and then group managers, because you're going to put them in possible and move them over to group. But it also says assistants and members. Ignore that. You do not want to make the second person an assistant. Everybody's just going to be a manager. So the first thing you need to do in the box where it says possible managers, click the caret and find yourself, because you're going to be the big boss of your group. So find yourself first, and when your name is in that box, click the blue button to the right that says add, and your name should pop over and it should show in the box now to the right that says group managers. And then we'll pause right there. Everybody do that. Stop me if there is an issue. Okay, now we want you to find a second person. So you're going to go back to that possible manager box, click the caret again. We recommend either, you can have more than two, but we would like you to at least have yourself and your whoever manages the ed plan for you, maybe your SPED director, whoever you want to choose to put there, whoever your district, and you can go back and change this. You can always just see when it pops over there, you can always pull those people up and remove one of them. So choose somebody administration wise, add that person in. Think about later on, I wouldn't mess with it right now since the end of the year, but when you set up your new class at the beginning of the year, you might do yourself as a manager, your SPED director, maybe your principal wants access, and then you might choose even another teacher on your team. So if you're out, somebody else can get in and have access to your students if they need to enter observations or something. You can add several managers because, like I said, once you click add and they're over here, you notice there's a caret on this side too. So when you click the caret of group managers, now you should be able to see the 2 or 3 people that you added. If you can't see those 3 people, 2 to 3 people, whoever you added, let me know right now. We need to fix that. Okay. All right. So we put the managers in. Now, bottom right, you just want to hit save and continue. This should be the next box that pops up. Everybody pause right there. I need to make sure everybody can get to this box that's going through the process with us. If you do not see something like this, excellent, Stacy, thank you. If you don't see something like that, okay. Okay, we're good. Okay, so now you're actually going to create the group. So you want to click the bottom button. You want to click create group and go to group page. Once you do that, the students that you chose in your custom group, like I only chose 2 students for this example, but the students that you chose will show up. And now when you go over to that actions button on the right, when you click that pop-up, now you should see early learning inventory. If you do not have early learning inventory, I need to know, because that we can't go any further for you right there. And you don't need to click it, just expose it so you can see that you have early learning inventory. Is there anybody who doesn't have it? And it's okay if you did click it before I said that, that's fine. Not a big deal. Okay. Okay, good deal. Okay.
I have a question.
That window probably popped up that said you're leaving the site. That will happen every time because you're leaving essentially you're leaving the OKMTSS early warning dashboard that's been there all along, and you're actually going into the early learning dashboard. So it will say leave the site. That's perfectly fine.
I
Yes,
have a
Stacy.
question. Why did the students not show up in ABC order?
I have no idea. Yours did not show up by last name alphabetically in your custom
Right.
group? Interesting. Okay. I'm going to write that down and I'll have to find out. I don't know if that is just a minor setting that I will make a note and we will find out. You can see your students that you chose for the custom group. They're just not alphabetical, correct? Okay.
Mine were not alphabetical either.
Okay, okay. All right. Okay. Okay, so again, if you did click early learning dashboard in that drop down, you should have gotten a window that said leave site. Yes, you want to leave the site. Okay, so I want everybody to log out. We're going to do this. That was the whole process to get a group. Before we create or put in an observation, we're going to go back through those steps quickly to show you what it looks like now that you've set up your custom group. So log out. We're going to go back, run back through the steps much quicker. We kind of know what we're doing a little bit now. And we'll get back to that spot and then I'll show you how to put in an observation. I feel like that what we just did was the hard part, honestly. So, okay, so you're going to get back to this main screen, your main dashboard. Try to stay with me as we go through this. And if I can't, like I said, I can't see everybody at once. So if I need to slow down or stop, or you run into a problem that you didn't have the first time, unmute and tell me, please. All right, so you want to find OKMTSS tab. Click on that wherever it may live for you. Next screen, you're going to click search and then advanced search. Wait a minute, you don't have to click that. I lied. Sorry. Once you go into OKMTSS, sorry, I got all excited. Once you go into OKMTSS, now you should see on the left side of your screen all of the schools that are in Ed Plan. If you click on, you might see your name, you might see your school. I think you have to click your school first and then your name should pop up. And if you click your name, then yes, there we go. So I'm clicked Hartshorn Elementary. Then my name showed up because I entered myself as a teacher there. Once I clicked my name, then it shows under my name the custom group that I created. That's what you should be able to see. Sorry, I got all excited for a moment. Okay, give me a thumbs up if you can see the custom group that you created. Yay, I see thumbs. Yay. Okay, good. All right, click on that custom group. And then all your students should pop up. Now we're actually going to go into the early learning inventory. So go to the right, click the actions drop down again, click early learning inventory. It should pop up the leave site warning. That is fine. Click leave. We're going to go right past that. And this is what your screen should look like. Another thumbs up if that's what you're seeing. Excellent. Excellent. Okay. Yay. Yay. Okay, so you're now inside the actual ELI dashboard. You're ready to enter observation notes, put your scores in, rank your students, all of that good stuff. So again, if you are an administrator here, you're just going to make up a fake observation and enter. If you're a teacher and you actually have paper observations or post-it notes, whatever you've been doing to track, if you want to enter one of those realistically, you're welcome to do that. If you want to make up one, that is fine as well, because we can go back in and delete it. So choose whichever one you would like to do. Okay, inside this dashboard, you can select to record observations either by student or by class. Okay, class is what you would use if you did an activity one day and you were able to observe every single student during that activity for a specific indicator. Then you could go in and select class and you could enter all of those observations on that page for the class. Just for our purposes, we're going to select student and we're just going to deal with one student today. So you're going to select student. And then it's going to ask for the window of time. Okay. For today's purpose, again, if you're putting in a real observation that you've done, pick either the quarter that you did it in, or if your school uses the BOY, MOY, EOY time frames, pick whichever one you did it in. If you are entering a pretend observation, just go ahead and pick Q4. Mine says Q2. It really doesn't matter. You can pick whatever you want. If you want to follow my example, you can pick Q2. So pick your window of time. Now go down and select a student. So when you, excuse me, I'm so sorry. When you click on the caret, your student list should pop up. Pick whichever student you would like to enter an observation for. And it should open up like this. So now all of the indicators will open up below where it says record indicator progress. Okay, let me show you a little nice thing that you can do here so you don't have to shuffle through so much paperwork. Right? If you scroll that, whoops, let me go back. If you scroll down to indicator 1 and you see that eyeball, when you click on the eyeball under whatever indicator you want to look at, everybody click on the indicator or the eyeball under indicator 1 and you'll get a pop-up. Yours rolls down. Mine has 2 different screens here just because I couldn't show you everything. But this is where it tells you all the details about the indicator. And then further on down, it shows the state standards that it is aligned to. And then it actually shows you the rubric. So if you're in the middle of trying to enter an observation and you're like, oh no, I can't remember. What was I going to do? Oh yeah, you can pull this up and you can find where you were going to rate the student. And then you just hit the close button in the bottom right and it'll go away. So we're going to enter an observation for whatever student you have pulled up. So use your notes or make one up. You're going to go to this first section where it says rating. Click on the caret and the 6 different rubric sections should pop up. So I'm going to choose making progress for 4s for this student. So I'm going to click on that. Then I'm going to go over to notes. I cannot stress enough of the importance of putting the notes in. These are your notes. These do not print out for anyone. This is where you back up why you chose this rating for this student. So don't leave it blank. Get in a habit right from the beginning of putting in very specific notes. As we indicated in the training last summer, this is where you're putting what you actually observed. Okay, it's not subjective. It's what you observed. So my note says, I saw Benjamin running into jumps. So he's running and trying to jump. And then I saw him making attempts to skip. So that's my note to put in. And that's proof of why I rated him on that part of the rubric. So you put your note in and then go over to the right. Whoops, go over to the right one more time and put your observation date in. Click on the little calendar. Notice right here really quickly, over here on the right, there's a plus sign, but there's nothing under it. Just keep that in mind as we keep going here. Okay, scroll to the bottom of the page and click Save. I want you to make a habit of doing that every time you enter an observation. It may not eventually be necessary, but we've had many districts spend a lot of time putting observations in and then lose them. So we don't want that to happen. So just make it a habit. It just takes a second to scroll to the bottom and hit save. Then you can go back up and enter another one. So you've hit save.
Ms.
So
Todd,
now this, yes,
the observation date, did you say that's required to put in? And does
You
it have
have
to be
to-
like exactly
yes,
that?
you have to put a date in. Yes.
Okay.
You have to put a date in of when you observed the student doing that and when you rated.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now my arrow happens to be in the way, but notice after you hit save, oops. Well, it may not have popped up yet. It won't. Okay, so by default, there's only one area to enter an observation for each indicator. So when you look down the page, you'll see the 26 indicators. So after you enter your first observation for that indicator, if you have observed that student multiple times for that indicator, you have to add another observation area. And you do that by clicking that plus sign on the right. So once you do that, you'll see another blank area will pop up right under it. You can add as many of those as you need to, as you observe throughout the year. Okay. After you click that and add it, now you'll notice that under the plus sign where there was nothing, there should be a trash can, because you cannot delete an observation until you have another one entered. So just keep
Does it
that in
give you
mind.
another option of date when you add an action, when you add another observation box?
Yeah, it should look exactly like mine. You can put in, like, look at my example, for instance. It says I observed him on November 6th. So I might come back in here and maybe he's improved. I choose another rating, put my new notes in and my new observation date. Does that make sense, Stacy? Okay, excellent. Okay, so if at any time you need to get rid of an observation, maybe you entered it for the wrong student, for whatever reason. If you can't go in and edit it and you just need to delete it, just be aware that you have to add a blank one before you can get rid of one, okay? All right, so now we're going to scroll to the bottom. So we saved that observation that we put in. So we're going to run a report for an individual student. So you're going to scroll to the bottom and click the green button that says Create Individual Report. And it's going to take a minute to process. Should pop up a window that looks like this. This is another opportunity for you to enter notes for each domain. But caution, these are the notes that will print out on the reports. So if you are about to print a parent report, remember to be nice and kind and use positive words and not put how you might really feel about that little turkey that's causing you so much heartache. So you'll have a space for all 6 domains and you can put notes in, just overall notes. You can see what hopefully you can read what I have there. But like in the physical domain, I wrote Benjamin has experienced a great deal of growth this 9 weeks. What you would normally write on a report card, you can put in each of these domains. If the child is experiencing trouble, you could share that. But just be aware that someone will see these when you print this report. So you put your notes in for whatever domains you choose to. You don't have to. And then you click Save. And then you click Create Report. When you click this Create Report, this is when it will take a moment to process. But ultimately, it should pop up a report that looks similar to this. So we're going to pause there. If you have a report that pops up, give me a thumbs up. Yay, Kyla.
I don't know if this really matters, but on the report, I just noticed it says teacher, and then instead of my name, it says my principal's name.
Okay. That is interesting. Okay. I'm sure that is some very tiny adjustment. And it may just be the way you're entered as a user. But when you created the custom group, you used your name, right, Kyla?
Yes, Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you? Okay. I will look into that. Okay.
Ours
At the
was
top
the
of the
same way, Rory.
oh, who was that?
Jatina.
Bettina.
Mine
Yours
and
is shown-
Stacy's were here together, and it was the same thing. It had more of the admin's name listed as the teacher instead of the teacher's name.
Now that is really weird. That has not been happening. Okay, we're going to have to investigate. Okay. Is everything else filled in for everybody as far as district, site, the student, the indicator level, whatever? It should say indicator level. The indicator level should say the grade level. The window that you chose. Okay, this is going to print. It's going to create a report for all 26 indicators. You don't have to print all those out, just like you can do for any document you're printing. When it gets to the actual print screen, you can, when you say print, you can choose to just print specific pages. So if you just want to report for indicator 1, then you just print that page out. But this is a sample of what it looks like. So for this student, he was rated as making progress for 4s for indicator 1. So it creates kind of a bar graph. So it filled it in and it matches this color, and you can see at a glance where this student is at. He hadn't had an observation for indicator 2, and these are grouped together under each domain that they belong to.
Yeah.
So this is the domain of physical development, health, and well-being. So the only 2 indicators under that domain are indicator 1 and 2. Okay, the way this will work for printing out down here, there's your notes. So any notes that you put in for this domain are right here. And then there's 2 sections, accomplishments and will continue to work. Anybody who is rated in the first 2 areas of the rubric, that indicator number will print out, will continue to work. So obviously we want this student to be over here by the end of the year at the other end of the spectrum. So it's going to say this, not that anything's wrong, but that he's just going to continue to work on this area. If he were rated in one of these last 4, it would show the number 1 or whatever indicator number as an accomplishment, because he's doing really well in that area. Okay, take a deep breath. We made it through. Let's stop here for questions, problems, difficulties.
That first parent-teacher conference.
So now I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna pull out
Okay.
mine after I get finished.
All right, let me go back and just reiterate really quickly the questions. So I've got Leslie and Haley. Kingfisher could not, you didn't have create group on your drop down. Hayworth and Coyle, just out of curiosity, I'm going to ask why yours weren't showing up alphabetically. And then Colcord and Coyle, on your report, it shows the principal's name. Is there anything else?
I still can't get in.
And Hayworth. Yeah, I know yours.
Okay.
We got you. We got you, Melissa.
Missy, I'm going to send you a direct message with a login and password. I want you to try that and see if you can get in. Okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Okay, ladies, any other questions at this time? I know that's a lot of information. Like I said, Tyler's going to follow this up with the recording
At least you were a little
and the slides so you can work through and practice. But if there's any burning questions right now, let us know. You guys did great. You really did. You did great. Reach out to us as you work through this and get familiar with it.
Is there a certain,
Let us know if you need help. We're here for you.
is there a certain timeline for the end of the year, like when we all check to see if the district has theirs done?
Mine's off. There.
It's
Is that-
sorry, Stacy, it's echoing so bad. I'm not sure I heard you correctly.
Do I need to ask again?
Yes, please, ma'am.
I can't, she's talking, but I can't hear her.
It's not echoing now. Go ahead.
No, that's okay.
Okay, we were having some technical difficulties. Is there a time when, a timeline that y'all want us to have these done by, like the last day of school, or like when some of the reports are due June 15th? What are timelines are y'all looking for?
Okay, that's a Tyler question.
So you're talking about for grant reporting.
Yes.
So yes, so we are not expecting you to put anything in the dashboard for the May reporting if you've been doing it on paper. But if you would like to do your final observation in the dashboard, you can. That's perfectly fine. But we will fully transition to the online dashboard in the fall.
Okay, so we don't necessarily have to go in and put in our beginning of the year data?
No. We're not expecting you to go back and put in what you've already done. You can if you want to be able to see it, but you don't have to. We will be asking for indicator 5 for your final observation before the
Write this down.
May 15th
May.
reporting date. So here coming up pretty quick.
Okay,
I
thank you.
will throw out to all of you ladies, if you have spent any time this school year doing observations and you have record of those, it's a great opportunity for you to practice putting them in. Yes, it can be kind of a pain, but it also builds that database because this is going to stay in that system in the dashboard. So teachers next year will be able to see what you observed, and it just helps that grow and allows the teachers in each subsequent year to be able to look back at the information. So if you can find the time to put in at least an observation or two for each student, it would be great. And it's just great practice for you. So, okay, that being said, it is 5:01. So I'm going to give you, yes, Missy.
I just want to make sure that I heard that correctly. So we could continue doing paper ELI because we have like a dashboard already created with an Excel sheet for each kid and each indicator. So we could do that for our final indicator for this year and then next year transition to this dashboard.
Yes, that is correct. We are not expecting full transition to the dashboard until the fall. Yes.
Wonderful. Thank you.
We got full use of the dashboard much later than we anticipated. So next year should be much easier for everyone.
Could you email Hayworth the slideshow so we can utilize it to train the other teachers?
So it's in the chat. And then also I will send an email with the recording and the slides.
Thank you.
All right, ladies, have a wonderful Tuesday evening. I appreciate you being here. We all do. Thank you so much. You did great. Reach out if we can help with anything. Good night.